Welcome back to Stoic Wisdom TV. In Stoicism, true power lies in mastering oneself rather than seeking external validation. This philosophy extends to attraction, where looks, wealth, and status may gain momentary attention, but lasting influence comes from how you make others feel. A Stoic man understands that words, when used with precision, can create deep emotional impact, making a woman think about him long after he's gone. Most men waste their breath on generic compliments like, "You're beautiful," or, "You have amazing eyes." These words provide a fleeting sense of validation but are quickly forgotten. A Stoic, however, speaks with purpose. He knows that the key to captivating the mind is not in what is said, but in what is left unsaid, in the mystery and emotional tension his words create. Instead of merely flattering, he challenges perception, sparking curiosity and self-reflection. A well-placed comment, one that suggests something deeper and undefined, lingers in the mind. It becomes a question that demands an answer, and humans are wired to obsess over unanswered questions. Attraction, in its deepest form, is not about admiration, it is about emotional experience. Epictetus taught that we are disturbed not by things, but by our perception of things. A woman may admire a man's looks or success, but longing arises from how he makes her feel in his presence. A Stoic does not seek to impress, he embodies a magnetic presence that draws others in. His controlled demeanor, his ability to create emotional contrast, mixing stability with mystery, makes him stand out in a world of men seeking approval. Seneca wrote that we suffer more in imagination than in reality, and this principle applies to attraction. A well-crafted compliment that introduces a sense of intrigue and uncertainty becomes unforgettable. When a woman cannot fully decipher what a man means, when his words suggest depth beyond surface-level admiration, her mind naturally revisits the moment, searching for understanding. This psychological tension is what keeps a Stoic man in her thoughts long after their interaction ends. Ultimately, the Stoic approach to attraction is not about chasing, but about becoming. A man who moves with purpose, speaks with intention, and evokes emotion without seeking validation becomes naturally unforgettable. He does not try to impress, he simply is. And that presence alone creates a gravity others cannot ignore. 1. There's something about you that drives me crazy, but I can't quite figure it out. The most powerful force in attraction is not desire itself but the perception of desire, controlled, intentional, and enigmatic. A man who understands this does not give away his emotions recklessly, nor does he indulge in excessive compliments. Instead, he plants the seed of curiosity, allowing it to take root in the other person's mind, growing into something far more potent than any direct statement ever could. When you say, "There's something about you that drives me crazy, but I can't quite figure it out," you are not just offering a vague compliment, you are creating a question in her mind. In Stoic philosophy, people are drawn to what they do not fully understand. The unknown pulls us in because it demands contemplation. By deliberately withholding the what and why, you make her the one who must seek the answer. She does not merely accept your words at face value. She begins to wonder, what is it about me that he finds so compelling? This single thought, once planted, does not simply fade, it lingers, replaying in her mind long after you've walked away. This technique is rooted in the idea that people do not remember what is given freely, they remember what they must work to understand. If you tell someone directly, "I like you because of X," the mystery vanishes. The statement is complete, leaving no room for the imagination. But when you leave a thought unfinished, when you present a puzzle without an immediate solution, the mind cannot help but return to it. What does he mean? What exactly is it about me that captivates him? These thoughts keep you present in her consciousness without any effort on your part. Furthermore, the use of the phrase, "drives me crazy," implies an element of loss of control, a deeply attractive quality when paired with restraint. In Stoicism, the man who has mastered himself is the man who holds power. To admit that something challenges that power, even subtly, is to make the other person feel uniquely impactful. She is not just beautiful, she is disruptive, unforgettable, uncontrollable. This shifts her perception of herself in a way that ordinary compliments cannot. However, the delivery of these words is just as important as the words themselves. A Stoic man does not blurt him out thoughtlessly. He speaks with deliberate slowness, a controlled voice, a moment of silence before and after. He does not follow the statement with an explanation. He simply lets it be. This silence forces her to think, to analyze, to replay the moment in her mind. She begins to chase the meaning behind your words. Not because you asked her to, but because she wants to. In the end, the greatest power is not in giving answers, but in creating questions that only you can satisfy. This is the essence of a Stoic approach to attraction, detachment, mystery, and the ability to make an impact without ever chasing. 2. I probably shouldn't say this, but damn, you're dangerous. The power of words lies not in their ability to manipulate but in their capacity to direct perception and emotion with precision. A man who understands this does not speak recklessly or seek validation through exaggerated flattery. Instead, he uses language as a tool, deliberate, controlled, and purposeful. When you say, I probably shouldn't say this, but damn, you're dangerous, you are not merely offering a compliment, you are shifting the entire dynamic of attraction by making her feel like a force of nature, something unpredictable, intoxicating, and beyond control. In Stoicism, self-mastery is the ultimate discipline. The wise man does not allow external forces, including beauty or desire, to dictate his emotions. He remains composed, unshaken by pleasure or pain. However, by choosing to frame a woman as dangerous, you introduce a paradox, implying that she has the rare ability to disrupt your self-control. The very essence of Stoic attraction is not in desperate pursuit but in measured acknowledgement. You are not saying, you are beautiful, a statement she has likely heard countless times and easily dismissed. Instead, you are introducing an element of unpredictability, a question that lingers in her mind: why does he see me this way? The rarity of the word dangerous in this context is precisely what makes it impactful. Women are accustomed to being called beautiful, cute, or sexy, but dangerous carries an entirely different weight. It suggests power, an ability to influence, to captivate, to pull someone into an emotional current beyond their control. This aligns with the Stoic principle that people are drawn not just to admiration but to significance. To tell a woman she is dangerous is to frame her as someone who can alter the course of events, as someone whose presence is disruptive in the most alluring way. Beyond the words themselves, timing and delivery are everything. A Stoic man does not speak impulsively but rather chooses the precise moment where tension is already present, when silence has settled between you, when eye contact lingers a little too long, when there is already an unspoken understanding between both of you. This is when the words land with the greatest impact. A slow, deliberate tone, a slight hesitation before speaking, an exhale as if you are admitting something you shouldn't. These subtle cues make the words more than just language. They make them an experience. More importantly, you do not explain. The Stoic mind understands that over-explanation kills mystery. And mystery is a powerful force in attraction. The moment you leave a woman questioning what exactly you mean, she begins a journey of thought that leads her back to you repeatedly. Attraction is sustained in the space between certainty and curiosity. When you utter this phrase and then let the silence do the rest of the work, she will replay the moment, wondering why it affected her the way it did. In the end, the Stoic approach to attraction is never about chasing, it is about positioning. You are not asking for attention, you are creating a reality where your presence and words linger in her mind long after the conversation has ended. 3. You have no idea how hard it is to look at you and not touch you. The essence of power lies not in indulgence but in restraint. True mastery is not the reckless pursuit of pleasure but the disciplined control of one's desires. When a man utters the words, "You have no idea how hard it is to look at you and not touch you," he is not merely complimenting a woman, he is revealing a fundamental Stoic paradox. Strength is found in self-control, and attraction is heightened by the tension between desire and discipline. This statement is not about possession, it is about containment. It is not a declaration of lust, but an admission of struggle, a controlled battle between what is felt and what is chosen. In Stoicism, a man does not allow himself to be ruled by external forces, whether they be fortune, emotions, or fleeting passions. Instead, he acknowledges his impulses while maintaining his composure. This makes his desire more compelling, not less. Women, like all human beings, are drawn to what is just out of reach. A man who restrains himself, who deliberately holds back, creates an aura of unresolved intensity. The mind naturally gravitates toward unfinished stories. And this is the kind of tension that lingers, that keeps a thought alive long after the moment has passed. But restraint is only powerful when it is felt, not simply spoken. The impact of these words does not come from the sentence itself but from the delivery. A lowered voice, steady eye contact, The almost imperceptible pause before the words leave your lips, these subtle cues amplify the weight of the message. The slight exhale, the deliberate pacing of speech, the held gaze, each element creates an atmosphere of controlled tension. In this moment, you are demonstrating presence, a quality central to Stoicism. To be fully in the present, fully attuned to the moment, is to exert an almost magnetic pull. The real power of this statement is not what is said, but what is left unsaid. What would happen if you did lose control? The mind fills in the blanks, crafting its own narrative, playing out possibilities that remain unspoken. This is the key to attraction, giving just enough to ignite the imagination but not so much that the mystery disappears. The more a person has to think about something, the deeper it embeds itself in their mind. Ultimately, this is not just about attraction, it is about demonstrating a principle that applies to life itself. In Stoicism, a man does not chase pleasure, nor does he suppress it entirely. Instead, he exists in the delicate balance between what he wants and what he chooses. He does not crumble under the weight of his desires, nor does he deny their existence. He simply masters them, and in doing so, he becomes unforgettable. Key takeaways. Mystery and tension create attraction. Don't explain too much. In Stoicism, wisdom lies in restraint. A man does not need to over-explain himself or seek validation. Let her curiosity do the work. What is left unsaid is often more powerful than what is spoken. Powerful delivery, tone, timing, body language, makes words unforgettable. Presence is everything. A Stoic man controls not only his words but his energy. He speaks with purpose, moves with intention, and holds his composure. His silence is as commanding as his speech. Make her feel like she has control over you, even if she doesn't fully understand why. The paradox of power, true control comes from not needing to control. A man who is centered in himself, unshaken by external forces, creates the illusion that she holds sway over him, when in reality, he is the one who understands the game. Let her chase the meaning. The more she thinks about it, the deeper she falls. The mind clings to unfinished puzzles. A Stoic does not beg for attention, he creates intrigue by being just out of reach. The more she contemplates his words, the more he occupies her thoughts, not through force, but through mastery of presence. Thank you for watching. I hope this message has touched your heart and brought meaning to your life. If you found this content valuable, please subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Like and share this video with your friends and family. Comment below to share your thoughts and experiences on this topic. See you in the next video.